Hi, my name's Pharaoh. This is the second of two videos demonstrating Xeno Arena, and in a more explorative way. The first video, which will be here somewhere, that was about the system champions, and this one's going to be focused on Oceanus. It will touch on a couple of other things, but both of these videos are designed to just kind of go through what we've been presented with in this new update, and some of the more detailed intricacies, and just an idea of how the system works, as opposed to a tutorial on how to get the best team or how to defeat the best bosses. I don't think you really need that. I think it's pretty obvious once you get to know the systems, how the system works. This is more of a explorative, under the hood, not too in-depth discussion about how you can be quite effective quite quickly, how you don't necessarily need the best teams, and how in this case we can beat Oceanus without having to go out and find triple S tier things. We can usually beat him after 2 or 3 battles, gonna get to know him. So let's get on with that. So here I am next to Oceanus, and you'll notice I can initiate a challenging battle, a training battle, or view Arena League rewards. And one of the reasons we're trying to increase all of those things on this page, each one of these medals will eventually give us one of the rewards. So if we look at these in turn, this one is for defeating champions. This one is for defeating Oceanus. This one is the number of times we've taken a pet to maximum number of levels. This one is how many eggs we've hatched. So that would be quite easy if you had a load of eggs. And this one is for just general Arena League ranking, which I presume is the number of victories. So we want to try and defeat this guy in order to win the Oceanus reward a number of times. You can only take on his challenge once a day. This is the 4th day in a row. Oh, it's been out for 4 days now. And so I want to try and defeat these guys. Now they are challenging. They're at 30. They often have 2 ranks of S or 1 rank of S and an A. So they're all going to be tough. But again, I have found that these are beatable. You don't necessarily need the absolute best guys. You just need reasonable tactics and learning the kind of abilities that are being used against you, which is kind of what Oceanus says. Here it says, Oceanus expects challengers to have a deep knowledge of their companion's strengths, weaknesses and genetic profile. Be prepared for a challenging battle. And if you do have a good knowledge of the creatures you're bringing to the battle, I don't believe you need to have the absolute highest stats. It certainly hasn't been my experience so far, but it can take multiple times to attack and beat him. But of course, fighting him can give us rewards as we're going along anyway. We can get some experience if we manage to at least knock out 1 or 2 of his guys, even if we don't defeat the 3rd guy. So we might as well keep attacking unless it feels like a losing battle. And if it does feel like a losing battle, we can always choose the other option, which is to do training with him and just do some odd battles in order to increase our abilities. Or we can just go round the loop again with the champions and just bring up a few other guys until we've got a better team, and before the end of the day hopefully we'll have a team that can defeat him. So first things first, we want to in general use an attacking strategy. That's what I like to do. So I want the anomalous guy here, I want the mechanical guy here, and I want another anomalous guy here, but I don't have that. So the very best, I want the toxic guy here. So maybe a couple of toxic guys. No, just the one toxic guy. So we'll put him here. We've got a nice mechanical one, I'll show you. And let's see. It doesn't. I don't feel that I have to win every battle. I'm learning as I'm going along how to defeat him. So let's move him to there. Mechanical. Let's put him there. This was a expedition reward. He's got SBA, so I would say he's okay. I've ranked him up to level 30. He's not the best. I also have another expedition reward here. I could choose him. We'll see which one does better in this particular battle. I'll go with him to start with. Confirm for the time being. And now this guy's going to be tricky because I don't have 2 anomalous guys. So I want to go for somebody with a decent defense and attack, I think. And his weak defense... his attack is weak against toxic. So maybe put a good toxic guy here. Right, so that's a reasonable lineup. Let's see how I get on. So that wasn't a big hit. Let's hit him. We've got the advantage here, so let's hit him with the this one. If I did that one, he would also get healing. So I want to hit him with this one, and then hope if I whittle him down, I can hit him with the other one. Oh, he's going to be quite tough. Let's see if he heals himself. He might be very focused on attack. I haven't got any negative effects. I don't want to do that yet. I'm a bit of disadvantage here. I might need to have someone that's good defensive against this guy instead of someone that's good attack against this guy. I can get him below 2,000 before he kills me. Alright, it might have to be a Hail Mary anyway. Let's try this. The absolute maximum, I don't think I can take him out, so maybe I won't try that. No, I'm going to do the deals damage to himself and increases the defensive strength of your team for 6 turns. But I'm already behind on the battle now. I really want to bring someone in that's a big hitter, so I'm going to bring him in. Let's do the parasitic larvae. And then maybe swap him out if he doesn't get too much damage. He's not getting really any damage, so maybe I'll keep going. Let's take away his combat ability because that's his strength. While I'm not getting hit. Done that on himself between rounds. 33% dodge chance, so he's also not got great ability, but I've just taken him out with some of those big hits. So now I've not got the best guy for them, but maybe I'll do something before I go. No, I've got nothing here that really helps, and I don't need to defend him, so let's go to the guy that's actually got the best attack against him. It burns around, but this guy's not super attacking, so he can sometimes not actually do the best. This is physical damage as well, so it's not necessarily going to be strong damage against this guy. This is his only real decent attack, and it's not that strong. But he is good at taking off damage, so it absorbs some of the damage and heals himself. So I'm going to do that first. He's more of a defensive and then whittling down kind of guy. He's just reset all of his cooldowns. I don't have that ability. It's a nice ability to have. It means he can do any of his things again. He hasn't... Yeah, I'm going to take away his shield. So this is just physical damage, but it is a decent amount and multiple turns, and I'm kind of running out here, so if I do that one I might not have another shot, so this is probably the better one to hit him with. So even if he takes me out, the next guy might whittle him down. Giving me another chance. And I missed. He's got a large heal in 3 turns, so I really want to try and get him quickly. So I'm going to switch out to my big hitter and try and take him down before he hits. I feel like he wasted a turn there. I would usually use this, but it's going to take too long. He's going to get that large heal, so I want to deal as much damage as possible. I might take him out if I'm lucky. No, I missed. Oh, that's his large heal again. He's got 2 large heals coming. I really need to take him out. And I missed again. He's going to get that back. And he's going to get it back again in a bit. Now I'm probably on the back foot here. Maybe I should have done the parasitic all along. But I was going for the win. I don't think I've got enough defense at the moment. Oh, that second one's really helped him. I'm going to gamble that I might be swapping it out. Let's get rid of his combat abilities first, because he's been hitting me hard. Still hit me hard. Bad choice. There's no way I'm going to win this now, but let's just try and whittle him down as much as we can. Oh, I did take him out. That's nice. Still don't think I can win this. Didn't. But I probably got a bit of experience there. Got some mutation on all 3 by the look of it. I don't think I took him anything over, so it's all just good experience. But this guy is on 30, so it's not any experience he's going to gain. This guy is also on 29, so he's actually getting there. He could be a little bit better, and I feel I've got the ability to upgrade this guy. Or then slime. I feel like what this guy really needs is a reset ability, so let's try the special, because that's usually where the reset would be, I think. Right, so now resets all active move cooldowns. Now that's exactly what I was looking for. I've also got a copy of this guy, so I've got one with the I think these are just the normal ones. Yeah, in slime, produce... Yeah, these are the standard abilities. So I've now got a choice between the two of them. I can take one or other into the fight. Playfulness, 80, 41, 40. $80, 39, 40. He's a little bit less gentle. I'm not sure if his gentleness is better or worse for his helpfulness. He doesn't have a helpfulness stat. I think playfulness, when below 50%, is helpfulness. I know independence is probably help. I'm not sure. Someone tell me in the comments if you know the answer to this. Exactly what the flip side of these traits are. I'm not sure. Let's have a look at some of the others. Playfulness, gentleness, independent. I think I generally have devotion, but that's probably just a totally different stat. Independence and devotion. Okay, so they're the two sides to that coin. Gentleness, playfulness, gentleness. Yeah, so gentleness and aggression are the two sides to that coin. So we just want to find out what the opposite to playfulness is. Helpfulness, yes. So a high helpfulness means that, in fact, a high of any of these, if they're above a certain level, they're more likely to cast appropriate abilities on themselves. So what you want to do is try and maximize what they've already got, as opposed to trying to make them, say, more aggressive or more gentle. You want to try and get whatever stats you have here as high as possible. I don't think that guy's ready to lay an egg. Let's have a quick look. This is tiny. Yeah, he's too young to lay eggs. He was only born yesterday, literally. Cannot summon companions. Oh, I must have been pointing in the wrong place. There we go. I could induce an egg from him again and make another one of him. Yeah, let's just do it for a quick demonstration. So he is... he's a frost. So we want to go to a cold planet. Is that a cold planet? Yes, I thought it was. Might as well go to my own base. It's a weird flex, but I might as well flex. You can all come and visit this. I think it's a beautiful planet. And I built what I consider to be a very nice base here. And it's also in a different galaxy. It's in Kikol Gala. So if you wanted to try out a different galaxy, it's similar to Euclid. There's not that many differences. And you give him a treat. Then I can induce an egg. So what I want to do, I started with Buggy's genetic material, and he's got helpfulness, gentleness, and independence. So I'd like to increase either his gentleness or his helpfulness. So let's see if we can find something that we can put in that egg that increases one of those. Ideally maybe helpfulness, but it can take a while to find the right thing. So either of these two will do, I think. I really want something that increases its gentleness. There we go. Atlantidium. How do I get to 186? Is that the maximum? Perhaps. Alright, so dose 100. So that's perfect. I'm going to increase his gentleness, and I can go that and begin. And I can do this a couple of times. So gentleness is increased. Let's do that again. The egg first. And unless they've changed this, it does seem to have a cumulative effect. So I'll just do it 3 times. So it doesn't say how much it's increased, but its gentleness will be increased. I would like to maybe change its colouring so I can tell the difference. So let's see if I can find something that changes its colouring to. That's at 53%. I'd like something that's completely changing its colouring, so I'm guessing 100% would be better. So that's 51 as 100%, unstable. Let's begin that. Other than that, I want to keep its anatomy. I want it to look the same. And I just want it to look slightly different colour. So that should be enough. Now that will hatch in 24 hours. And I'll possibly show it in a future stream. So I'm going to change up my team a bit. Just try and maybe change this mechanical because he was a bit ineffective. I've got another mechanical here. And let's see how we get on. Start similarly. Again, I want to try and whittle him down. He is hitting heavy again. Let's maybe bring in my heavy hitter, especially now he has that new ability. Probably just attack him. Yeah, let's parasitic lava and then maybe try and hit him again with it by resetting. After all, that is what I've just changed. And maybe heal myself because I'm getting damaged. And now I'll reset. Let's go again. So double parasitic lava. I don't know if it will need both, but it's definitely a good chance of killing it. No, I didn't look like I needed both. Right, now we're into a offset battle a bit. Going for trying to get parasitic larvae back on him before I get beaten and then switch. Ah, missed. Let's hope it doesn't give me too much damage before that happens. Ah, he didn't. Okay. Unfortunately, he's going to heal himself too often, so I'm going to switch out to this guy. There's no point attacking him because he's going to do loads of healing. Let's decrease his combat effectiveness. I think he would have taken me out if I hadn't done that. Right, let's remove his healing. You can probably put it back on. And we just reset his cooldowns instead. That's a physical damage. Yeah, that's probably the most effective. It's still not that good. Corey ran scared. I'm going to try and hit him hard with a wild swing. I knew it was a good chance it wouldn't work. See, if I got lucky, then some of these misses might have been hits, so you can beat them. Right, I'm going to hit him with parasitic larvae, and then I'm going to reset, and I'm going to hit him with it again. In 3 turns, that could be enough to take him out. Or 4 turns in total. And then I'm going to move him off the screen. Yep. If I get a hit in, I might take him out. Oh, he's absorbing, so he's probably going to take some of that off. I don't have anything that takes it off. It removes negative effects from your creature, but it doesn't remove positives from him. Yeah, I should have. If I'd have had this guy alive, I could have stopped him doing that. How much is it going to? 890. Blocked. Go on, do heavy damage. Let's go for the Hail Mary. Yes! Combined with the parasitic and everything else, that worked. I'm going to try and keep myself alive in 3 turns, hopefully. It might not. This guy's a big hitter. Oh, he cooldown reset. I don't know if he needed to. I might take him out if I'm lucky, but I don't think I will be. Force him to heal though. Oh, it didn't force him to heal. That was close. That was much closer than before. 240 off winning. He's on 11, but with one that I can use. It's not quite on full yet, so I might as well mutate that. I might have a go next time of seeing if I can change some of his abilities, because some of these are a bit boring. He's got... I might try and make that a anomalous attack instead of a physical attack. And this is kind of useful, but there might be other ones we could do. It'd be nice if he had a healing, for instance. I might make an egg of him before I change. That's another thing you can do. You could kind of store the abilities that you have by making an egg of their current genetics. And then, yes, you'd have to still increase them by 30 to get them back up to where they were. But that actually doesn't take a long while if you're fighting. The important part is the trait system. So you might think, well, I like the trait setup now, but I'd like to mess around with it. So you've got like a backup in your child. This one's got one gene edit, and his... I don't think his strengths are particularly combat focused at the moment. Yeah, but he's more of a defensive guy, I think. It doesn't really matter because we're going to get to them till 30 at the end anyway, but might as well put that in health for now. See, now I've got a slightly better lineup here. So I've actually got more of a chance of winning this one. Because I've got... Not only have I got two of these hippos that are both heavy hitters, I've also got other options that I could try. None of them are that high, but they can be quite good. This one is actually not badly balanced. But I'm going to go for my two hippos. And then this is mechanical. We've got mechanical there. He restores health every turn. First thing I'm going to do is... I can't remember if he hits hard. I'm going to defend myself. I'm going to give myself a healing chance. He doesn't hit that hard. We could do the big one, but I have a feeling we should do this one and then the spit first. Because he's going to be healing himself for a little while. Give him the larvae. I get my health back. I want to keep hitting him. Missed him. That can make all the difference. He hurt himself there though, so he could be out shortly. So I'm going to give myself a chance of healing in the background. This is going to happen pretty soon. And I might even swap out. So I'm ready for the next guy. He's got on expiry 3 rounds, quite a lot of healing. I could take that off just before, so don't have to worry about that too much. Let's decrease his combat effectiveness. Reflect some damage if he tries to shoot me. Alright, he's lining up his defences, but I'm going to take them away. So he's wasted a lot of time, and I've been building up mine. I'm going to decrease his effectiveness even more. Still missed, even though I don't think the combat effectiveness impacts the dodge ability. And then he took me out of his big hit. But he took himself out in the process. I could win this. I've got 2 guys that are both effective against him. Throw that in first. I'm just going to take the damage and I'm going to reset. And then I'm going to throw that on him again. He's going to absorb some of it, but not all of it. Reset. I have a feeling he can't take this off because he would have done it by now. He might have a healing ability. Oh, he's lining up for a big hit. But I don't care. Didn't even kill me with his big hit. Let's go for a big heal. I got him. So there you go. We've defeated Oceanus at last, after a few tries. And the retroviral pellet, that's the thing I keep forgetting its name. I finally got that. And you only get those occasionally. You get them by defeating him. You get them by defeating some of the system challenges. I don't think I've seen one from the League guys, but there might be a low percentage chance of getting one by beating them. But in general, you're only going to get them, say, 2 or 3 a day at maximum. So there you go. We've defeated Oceanus, and in the previous video we defeated a system champion, and that's all I think we really need to know about this game. You will note that the abilities, if you've kind of paid attention to what each of the characters have been doing, mine and the opponents, there's only actually so many abilities. There's not like thousands and thousands of different things. They are all variations on a theme. So one biome's laser ability, say the mechanical biome's laser ability, will be another frost attack ability for a frozen biome. And so they're identical, kind of. I mean, they probably have the same range of damage depending on your combat ability, and they have the same effect. They take as long to refresh. They're identical across the biomes. But it's interesting to note that we can actually mutate them so that we have cross-biome creatures. So anyway, that's how we defeat Oceanus. I've been Pharaoh, travel well, and goodbye for now.